Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Please show me your passport.
Here it is.
All right. Please introduce yourself.
My given name is Monu, and you can call me the same.
Okay. Are you a student or you a working professional?
No, I'm a working person. I recently completed my graduation in computer application from Punjab University, and now I'm working in MNC in IT sector, Chandigarh.
Do you live here with your family?
Yes, I live here with my nuclear family. We live in a small apartment in a beautiful city, Chandigarh.
Okay. Please describe your house.
Uh, I live in a small apartment with my family. There are three persons in my family: me, my father, and my mother. And there are five rooms with attached washroom, and there are some space where we can sit and chill together in some occasions. And there are front and backyard also in my home.
Okay. So, how do you like geography as a subject?
Yes, I like geography very much because it is very interesting subject and it gives us knowledge of all around the world and our planet.
Do you think geography is useful?
Yes, I think geography is very useful in day-to-day life because it gives us a brief knowledge of all the countries all around the world.
Have you ever learned geography?
Yes, it was my favorite subject in my school days. I I scored maximum number in geography because I have interest to see a map and start working on it on maps.
Do you want to be a geography teacher?
I don't think so because after my schooling, I started working in IT sector in a related field of computers. So I have more interest in coding as well of geography.
Do you have many friends?
Yes, I have many friends because friends are the our first relatives also, and it is very important to have good friends in our life so they can help us in our bad situations.
So, how do you make your friends?
As for now, there are many ways to make new friends, like social media, Instagram, Facebook. But I like to make friend after a real meeting, so I can judge them better.
So, do you have some fights with your friends sometimes?
Yes, it's a human nature to fight with our friends, and I also like to fight with my friends on small things because it creates our bond better.
Who is more important to you, your family or your friends?
Uh, I think my family is most important because in my every path, my family comes first in my bad situation or in my good situations.
Okay, this is a cue card round, and your topic is describe a historical period you would like to know more about. What this period is, why do you want to know more about it, and how it can be useful for you. You have 1 minute to think over, and you have to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. You can make notes as well. Your time starts now to think. All right, you can please start now.
I live in a country like India where the many historical things were happened. Today I want to talk about a time period after the independence where after leaving when British leave India, they divided India into 442 princely states, and all the princely states were ruled by their local kings. So the first Home Minister of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, which is also known as Iron Man of India, comes up with a plan to reunite India and merge all the princely states and make one country, India. So they started working on it. After the long discussion of 6 months, they comes with a plan to reunite India, and they started talking to all princely states kings. So after the talking to them, all the countries were ready to merge in India, but there are only four states which are denying. That were Jammu Kashmir, Hyderabad, Junagadh, and one more state. So after discussion, they comes with one idea uh, militant the Jammu Kashmir so they can
All right.
have the capture.
All right.
Thank you.
This is a follow up round. You have to answer the questions in 3 to 4 lines. Do you think it is important to know more about history?
Yes, I think it is very important to know about our history because it gives us the brief introduction and description of our culture and our states and countries.
How can children learn about history?
I think school is a best place to learn history, because at that time there in our school there are history books and teachers were very helping, so they can improve the history of the students.
What is the difference between learning about history from books and videos?
I think video are quite interesting to watch, and students can relate better after reading rather than reading book, because there were less because student take less interest in reading books, and so they can make connection with video and learn better.
Do you think it is difficult to protect and preserve historical buildings these days?
Yes, I think it is very important to preserve buildings, because it shows our culture, and it is in we can see there are many historical places in India like Jallianwala Bagh and so more, where people can go and learn more about their history.
Who should be responsible for protecting these buildings?
I think both government and public are both are responsible to protect these our heritage culture sites. Uh, Government can help to preserve these buildings after uh, because
All right. How do you think famous historical figures can help us, the young people, to encourage to become their models?
I think like celebrities like which they are working in Bollywood, they can make more pictures on the historical things, so people can relate to it, and our new generation can know more about our culture.
Do people of your country like to visit museums?
Yes, there are so many museum in our country. Like I live in a city beautiful Chandigarh. There are museum of like in Rose Garden there are a museum where the many historical things were showing and in the museum. So I think people like to watch museum.
According to you, museums should be free of cost or they should be chargeable?
I think it should be chargeable, because they have maintenance cost to maintain. If they are earning, they can provide more facility to the public.
Who do you think likes to go museum more, adults or children?
I think adults, because they know more about the culture, because nowadays young generation are more into technologies, so they don't like to go out and go to museum.
What would be the future of museums according to you?
I think if the government and schools take responsibility to show more about our culture, so the young generation can relate to it, so they can go to museum in future, and rather than I think they are more into technologies, so they would like to watch movies or new videos on the museum rather than it.
Okay, all right. Thank you for your test.
Thank you.